Season of the Lost. Pathfinder's leg armour. When your muscles burn and the path stretches on, turn your thoughts to how far you've come. Keep moving, find the others, stay alive. Step without ground, leap without falling, fly without wind. Journey. 4. Austin sat in silence with eyes shut. Ley lines swept over her in waves, in pulses, which she slowly brought into alignment with her own. Entanglement. It was not the first time she had pressed herself into symbiosis with the ascendant plane. She had been through the thoughts of all the sisters in her coven. She had dreamt with Petra and harvested secrets from her, with the Queen's wrath being none the wiser. Austin knew they were meant to save Queen Mara Sov. They were meant to find her and restore the throne. She had been searching the ley lines for a path to the Queen each night after training. Her coven sisters lay sleeping all around her body, but her mind flew through countless panes of prismatic glass. As they shattered, she flitted from one plane to the next, catching momentary glimpses of incommunicable wonder. In the distant cosmos far ahead, Austin saw a darkened haze of indecipherable noise. Somewhere nestled in the ley lines, this shadowed spot was growing. Austin knew Mara Sov was distant. She knew the Queen had obscured herself from her enemies. Austin had felt a presence reach from the noise toward the dreaming city more than once. Tonight, she would reach back. Austin focused her will on a path to the distant noise, and, as she did so, it was. The way was open, but still so far. She reached out with her physical body, placing a hand in the air before her and splitting the oxygen with her touch. She carved a slit in reality through the molecules of the air, and the path anchored to it at her command. The noise descended upon her, and instantly she was at the precipice. Hand pressed, frozen, paralyzed, and awash in insidious whispers that shredded the doorway into open nothing. It tore her consciousness across the cosmos to a grand terrace of onyx swords and emerald flame raining over a red harbour. Fingers reached like blades from distant hollows, screaming noise upon noise. A lone figure stood on the terrace aside two empty thrones, testing, prodding, tasting, breeding war. "Austin!" A familiar voice pried her back into the waking world. "Austin, are you all right?" She woke, soaked in sweat and heat. Petra Venj stood over her, gripping her shoulders. Austin struggled to breathe. Her eyes met Petra's. "Austin?" "They'd leave you behind if they knew what you just saw," she thought. "Just a nightmare," Austin reassured the Queen's wrath. "Thank you for waking me."